So here's a quick video look at the brand new Jaybird Vista 2s. I've actually reviewed the Vistas in the past, and they're a really good earbud. So I was surprised that the Vista 2s have so many extra features compared to the existing ones. I'll avoid doing a comparison because I've reviewed the existing ones and just tell you what these are like. These are very much a absolute top of the line premium earbud, and in particular people that are very outdoorsy like me and get out in the weather and the rain and the wind and all that stuff are going to particularly appreciate them. First of all, with these earbuds, they are rated to be very water resistant, so you can use them out in the rain. You could probably even go swimming with them, I think, with the IPX rating that they have. I've certainly got them wet in my hand and put them fully submersed underwater by a couple of centimeters with no problems at all when I've been testing these, which is fantastic. Like most earbuds, they come with 3 different options for your ear, so you can pick what size fits your ear the best, and this little hook bit here hooks really well around your ear itself. They charge inside this case, the magnetic case they just plug into. The case itself will store up to a 24 hours of charging capacity, so even if you haven't got it plugged in directly, you've got 24 hours of listening power there, and the buds themselves will last up to 8 hours for music, which is a considerable upgrade on the previous version that they had. Something else that I've noticed they've added is a wireless charging dock, which is awesome, which I've set up actually just by my bedroom side table so that I can just drop these down and charge them easily. Some of the other things that just make this super awesome is the sound quality on these is just absolutely fantastic. The quality of music coming through is really good, but something that Jaybird have added to this Vista 2 that we didn't see in the previous version is you've got the option to go between a noise cancelling, so an active noise cancelling mode. So not only are your ears blocked with the little rubber bits here on your ears, but they're also using active noise cancelling to block out sound outside, so you get a more immersive experience with your sound. I also reckon this will be popular with people that travel a lot, but you can also turn the active sound cancelling off and open up the audio to around you so that you can actually get some of the background sound that you wouldn't get with standard earbuds with them stuck so far in your ear. Now you might wonder why that might be an advantage, but if you're a runner like me and you're crossing roads sometimes, or you're in an urban area, or you want to be a bit more aware of your surroundings, the advantage of this is really clear. So you can easily jump between those 2 modes when you're using them. And I just find myself now, if I'm running in the woods, I can be completely immersive with music, but if I'm crossing a road, I can turn on that kind of background listening. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds between bone conduction type headphones and, earbud type headphones. Other than that, there's not much else to talk about. They're very rugged. The reason I can say that is I've had the Jaybird Vistas, the originals, now for well over a year, and I use them almost every single day, and they're still working absolutely fine. And the other thing I love is that the case itself is also basically splash proof and water resistant. You can certainly have it out in the rain and it'll be absolutely fine as well. So it comes with the cable in the box, as you'd expect, wireless charging dock. There's a fantastic app online, super easy to download, super easy to pair these up with any phones as well. But the app allows you to customize things like the EQ. You can even customize on it things like what the button controls on them themselves are like as well, which I really like. So for example, you might prefer a double tap to go forward 1 track rather than a volume change or whatever, so you can customize what the controls are for whatever you prefer, which I think is also a really nice touch. And then on the app you can also adjust equalizer settings for different types of music or listening, and that kind of thing as well, which I think is super awesome. I personally use the app to switch between the active sound cancelling and the listening in mode, but you can actually do that direct from pressing on here as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I've tested these pretty solidly pre-launch for about a week, and I've been super impressed with them. But I've always been impressed with the build from Jaybird. I looked at their previous Vistas and reviewed them, and they've become my favourite earbuds by far. These aren't cheap, but they're worth the money. They are, in my opinion, literally the best earbuds out there. And in particular, they're the best earbuds out there if you're outdoorsy like me. If you're out in the rain, you're out on trails, you throw them around a bit, that kind of thing. Gripes, I normally have a little bit of a moan at the end of any review I do, because nothing's ever perfect, right? There's a feature on this that I think is an advantage for some, but I'm not mad on it. The feature is that if you take it out of one ear, it knows it's come out of the ear and it stops playing music. Now, for a lot of you, that's great because it means you don't want to listen to music. But for me, sometimes I take one earbud out because I'm talking to somebody, or I take an earbud out just to scratch my ear and the music stops before I then put it back in again. And I actually find it a little bit annoying. I might be able to turn that feature off in the apps. I just haven't looked properly yet. But that's really the only thing I'd have a gripe about on this, is that one of the new features actually annoys me a little bit, but not enough for me to hate them. So there you go, that's pretty much it. That's your first look. I think that's the first look. They're coming out the week I'm recording this video. A really robust pair of good quality headphones, really good app, 24 hours of power in the case for recharging, 8 hours of power in the buds themselves, really resistant to the conditions and rain and water and splashes and that kind of thing, and really a really good quality pair of headphones that I'm likely to now be using moving forward. So there you go. If you like the review I did, I'd be super grateful if you can subscribe to my channel and like the video. I'll put a link to a more in-depth written blog in the description as well. But there you go, that gives you a quick look at the new Jaybird Vista 2.0s.